Response to the Dick's Sporting Goods. Been asked several times today. Say Dick's is no longer selling assault weapons and breaking ties with the NRA. I want to be very clear about this. This is not an attack or an attempt to degrade or to defame or cause any problems for the employees of Dick's Sporting Goods. I'm going to say this: the occasions that I have had reason to do business in the past with Dick's Sporting Goods, I have found their staff to be very friendly, very helpful, very courteous. And on that basis, if there weren't other factors, I would continue to do business with Dick's. But here's some things, and these are facts, to set the record straight. Dick's Sporting Goods does not, has not, ever dealt in assault weapons. An assault weapon fires either semi-automatic with an option to go full automatic or completely fully automatic. What I have been able to find in Dick's Sporting Goods at one time were sporterized semi-automatic rifles. They no longer deal in handguns. Have not for many years. At one time, you could buy an AR-15, generally that was set up as a sporting rifle. Okay, that means they shot semi-automatic. One bullet for every time you pulled the trigger. These are not assault weapons. Most of the models that they carried were specifically made for and adapted to hunting and sporting use. There's a couple of reasons why Dick's is not my favorite place to do business. I buy on average 20,000 rounds of 22 long rifle ammunition every year. I'm not hoarding this ammunition. That's how much I go through as an instructor teaching classes. Whenever I'm doing that, I have to tend to buy where I can get the best price. Dick's is consistently higher than other sources. Same with shotgun shells that I use for teaching shotgun courses. They're on average higher than I could buy them at Walmart, Academy, or Big Bend Outfitters here locally in Perry. In a lot of cases, people up there at Big Bend Outfitters can beat Walmart's prices if you buy in bulk. As far as Dick's upper management that made this decision at their corporate headquarters, I'm going to say this. Dick's is not the type of establishment that caters to the hunting and fishing crowd. Okay? Yes, if they happen to be convenient and we need something, we'll stop in there. Most often, though, we're going to go to our local gun store, local bait shop, local tackle shop, Walmart, Academy, Bass Pro Shop, where we can get a better price. And in some cases where we can obtain higher quality merchandise. Dick's is kind of, for lack of a better way to describe it, in my opinion, a boutique type store that wants to deal in fashion sports, deals in trendy stuff, doesn't really deal in a lot of the high quality merchandise guys that use their equipment hard will generally buy. Yes, I know they have boxing equipment in there, but usually if you want to buy that stuff, you go to a place that specializes in it if you want to use it hard on a higher level. Yeah, if you want to buy a heavy bag to hang in your backyard and let the kids hit it, yeah, buy one of theirs. I know, they say, well, we got Everlast, but it's not the same stuff that you would buy, from, it's not the same thing that your pro boxers would use and train with. Okay? That you generally have to go someplace where somebody who understands what working professionals want. Same with the firearms. Yes, it's fine for, stuff that you'll buy and probably get rid of in a year or less. But it's not the hard duty stuff that I would use. I expect to buy a rifle and use it 40 years or better and not wear it out. I expect to buy a shotgun and have the same result. What does concern me is this, with Dick's break with the NRA, is for those people who hunt and fish that do go in there and spend their money. Number one, you're not making up a real big percentage of their sales. If they were worried about your dollars, they wouldn't be pulling this stuff now. They're wanting to do this because of political expediency. As far as attacking the NRA, no other organization in this country has the variety of training opportunities for training young hunters and sportsmen, for training, people to protect themselves and their families, and for working professionals, law enforcement, private security, and those kind of guys. By the same token, those kind of guys aren't probably not going to shop at Dick's anyway. This is going to be, your people that play volleyball or softball and, spend $400 on a softball bat. And if that's your thing, more power to you. I'm not knocking you. I'm not putting you down. So, people say, well, is it worth a discount? I've never got a discount at Dick's for being an NRA member. I've never got a discount at Dick's from being an NRA instructor. Their prices are about 10 to 12% higher than Academy Sports. I usually get just as good a service out of Academy. I can go into any of my local gun shops here. Usually the quality of service and the merchandise is of a higher quality. And yes, when I go to my local gun store, we do have a Class 3. Actually, we have 2 Class 3 dealers in town, if I'm remembering. One in Madison, one in Mayo. So if you actually want to buy an assault rifle, go through them anyway. So what Dick's has done is kind of hoodoo you. Yes, they've given the bird to the NRA, but they never gave any discounts for NRA members anyway. They said, well, we're not going to deal in assault weapons. You never have. So it's all smoke and mirrors. You can't even buy a pistol at Dick's. Haven't been able to for years. I can buy ammunition if I'm willing to pay the price, but I've got other sources where I can get the same ammunition at a better price. I can go and find places, and I have places where I can find accessories and equipment that's of a higher quality at a better price. So am I up in arms with Dick's? No, you're doing what the hell you've been doing. Is it going to change anything in your customer base? Probably not, because a lot of us never really shopped a lot with you anyway. You know, never spent any money there. You might go in there and look around. Is it going to be a big loss? You know, if Dick's closed the doors tomorrow to the gun community, the gun crowd, hunters, the fishermen? Probably not. You've got other stores competing with you. Truth be known, you've got other stores that can deliver a higher quality product at a better price. So if Dick's stores, you know, all of them closed up their doors tomorrow, it's no big loss. That's what I've got to say about that. Later on.